it's your girl. Of course, I'm not gonna sing. Hello, everyone. I'm Alyson Payot, and I'm from STEM1207 St. Maria Goretti. Have you ever wondered what kind of cell is existing right now? Its shapes, sizes, and even its colors. Before I forgot, I want to show you guys something. This right here is what I made during my free time. And yes, you could already tell what kind of diorama is this. It is, indeed, a bacterial cell. I know it might look like a tasty yummy cake according to my parents, but no, it is an example of a diorama of a bacterial cell. But first, what is a bacterial cell? Bacterial cell is a single-celled microbes. It is simpler than it looks than the other organisms since it doesn't have its own nucleus or even membrane-bound organelles. But how did I make this? Very well then. I will show you guys a short clip on how I made this, and then afterwards I will explain to you the parts and functions of the bacterial cell. See ya! We are done watching the clips of how I made the diorama, let's talk about the functions and parts of each cell. First, let's talk about the cell wall. This blue clay over here serves as the cell wall. It is found on the outer side of the cell membrane. Its job is to protect the bacteria. It also helps to maintain the shape. Next would be the capsule, this over here. It acts like a shield. It also protects the bacteria to phagocytosis and also helps the bacteria adhere to surfaces. It is also important virulence factor since the strain that lacks the capsule are less virulent. Next will be the plasma membrane. This orange oblong-like that is really long over here. Plasma membrane is the most important layer since it encloses the cytoplasm, which is a gel-like substance composed mainly of water that also contains cell components such as enzymes and various organic molecules. If there is no plasma membrane, the contents inside will spill and the cell itself won't function anymore. It is responsible for the cell's interaction to the outside world by acquiring nutrients and eliminating waste. It also maintains the interior of the bacteria in a constant and highly organized state. Next will be the plasmid. This oblong-like over here is what we call plasmid. Plasmid are small double-stranded DNA molecules that can exist independently of the few chromosomes, and they are not limited to circular but also linear. They have relatively few genes. Plasmid often contains genes that confer a selective advantage to the bacterium, such as resistance to antibiotics. Next will be the ribosomes, these blue rounds that is scattered all over. These are the sites of protein synthesis. They are spread around the cytoplasms, which they produce proteins that remains inside the cell. They can also be attached on the plasma membrane. And lastly, they can also be transported outside the cell. Next will be the nucleoid, the intestine look-alike over here. It contains the cell chromosomes. It is also a single circle of stranded DNA, controlling the activity of the cell and also its reproduction. Next will be this thing that is seen outside the cell. This hair-like structure is what we call pili. It allows them to attach to other cells, and when these are shorter, they are called fimbriae, and helps the bacteria attach to surfaces. Next is the flagellum. This whip-like structure that can be found at the bottom of the cell. The function of this one is that it allows the cell to move. Lastly, the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is what we see over here, this yellow part of the cell. It is scattered all over the cell. It is where the functions for cell growth, metabolism, and replication are carried out. It is a gel-like matrix composed of water, enzymes, nutrients, waste, and gases, and it also contains cell structures such as ribosomes, chromosomes, and plasmid.